Kislev fans, we're back for turn 8 of the Call of Warhammer Hotseat as Kislev. It's time to see what's going on. Woof! Look at Kislev itself. That is one rich province. 13,000, that's insane. And if I was to just pop our changing the tax rate actually doesn't make a significant difference there. It's interesting. Let's see our income. What the? Why are we so rich? All of a sudden we're making 20,000 a turn. What on earth did we do? Like, I swear 2 turns ago I had negative income. What is happening? Here's something that's happening. Dark Elf going for win score. Now it's not, I don't believe, something that I need win score to win, so that's okay. But we're going to keep an eye on it. I could spy on them, but I don't really need to. Not interesting to know what they have, really. Although one thing we do need to do is level up the spies, of course, so we can infiltrate settlements. So let's just do it for fun, because he might get some experience here. So here's our guy chasing these dark elf halberdiers. Oh, I think... Oh no, right, I thought he got spotted. He's actually drawing him out into this little forest. I assume he's going to steal his armor or something. Oh, that sounded painful. There we go, right, so we've got a spy among the Dark Elves. He looks completely human, so this is going to be pretty awkward. I'm hoping they won't notice. I don't think they noticed. Whoa, this guy has a lion. Gives him +2 personal security. That's interesting. His other way is not particularly special. Extra morale, oh my god. Special guy. Yeah, we saw that. Right, didn't level up or anything. Level 2 spy. He's got spying talent. That's something. So that was a waste. Let's I have a 95% chance of getting inside their castle. That'll probably give us a level up. That's more exciting because, of course, opening gates is fun. Kaspar, he's currently hodding to Zoyshenk. I was hoping that these armies were going to attack. Oh, has that army been damaged? I didn't even look at it. No, it hasn't. Because there was a human army here, an Empire army, I should say. But I guess that's moved into the shadows. Or maybe that was it, I can't even remember. So the humans, the Empire. So the humans is confusing, because I don't mean human players, I mean humans in the game. Now, Night Goblins is what I was looking for. You'll remember in the previous episode, I decided to allow a Night Goblin incursion into my territory so that it would get closer to my main force before we fought it, so that the main force could turn around faster and proceed west. Now, we can't see the Night Goblins, but let's pull that merchant right there. Oh, that is one valuable trade resource. It can't be the trade resources that are giving us all the money, is it? They're actually worth quite a lot, those trade resources. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pop here. I'll have more merchants, please. Agent limit reached. Okay, so that's the maximum merchants we can have. That's good. General Dennis, he was heading up here where he was going to link up with the main force when it came back. I think their destination is basically Fort Atrosk, so we'll just walk in that direction. The Night Owls, yeah, we need to know where they are. I do want to spend all this money though because I'm so excited. I want to... Erengrad worth so much as well. This trade's just gone through the roof. Is it because it's summer? Because it was winter previously, I think. Maybe summer your trade goes up. Who knows? But we're going to try and use this opportunity to invest in our economy, perhaps, so when winter comes back it doesn't get screwed up. I don't even know if we can do that. Farming still doesn't actually give any bonus, so we're not going to give any farms to these places. Maybe we should just spam Town Watch everywhere so that we can recruit stuff everywhere. I mean, there isn't any way for us to get more money, really. Doesn't look like it. Town Watch, very expensive, but we'll put one in Volgograd, right in the centre of our territory there. Prague, already building a market. Fort Atrosk is somewhere that could need a military building, isn't it? Brothel, no. Experience bonus, no one cares about that. The City Watch, there you go. That's quite cheap and unlocks the basic recruitment. It's curious that the castle gets a City Watch building. But anyway, I'm guessing that is going to link up with Zarboris in a second. Look at Zarboris' movement range. Insane. I wonder if he will inherit the movement range if I put him in. Let's find out. Doesn't. That does limit his movement range, so we're going to want to take them right back out. Oh, no, you don't. We want Zarboris to have his super movement. So I guess they need to go in once he's finished moving, which is going to be awkward. We'll see how this ends up. So anyway, the spy is going to come down here. What is this? So the Night Goblins have been chasing this elf army by the looks of things, and they apparently didn't quite catch it. I was hoping it would be more like here, on the road. But I mean, this is enough. The elves will help us in battle, so we will do that fight. And I'll just check everything else and then we'll do the fight. Dushkia, I'm not allowed to build anyway. Oh, do I need to check that thing again? That. I swear I turned that off before, but I've turned it off again. Oh, I'm still allowed to build things. Well, I can't build something there because I don't have a general. And in this Hotseat, it's against the rules to construct things in places with no general. Oh, look. I recruited my special units there. They're free there, so I'll leave them until an army comes by to pick them up. But that's cool anyway to know that they're there. Also got a free door for a unit there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't really need to build anything, actually. We're kind of doing what we can, so we'll just save the rest of the cash. All the recruitment I'm going to do is going to be in Kislev itself, and that's already got stuff lined up, so why don't we throw another spy in there? Might come in useful for something. So yeah, I think we just have to fight this battle. Sire. I don't think we need to spy on it, because it's basically just a load of rubbish. Dead army, yes, it can catch up. Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to leave them there, so Zabos will fight, come back into this army. Yeah, let's try and do that, because that's the most min-max, the efficient way of doing this. So I'll just tell them to attack. We have an advantage there. The AI is coming in, and I'll say yes to command this army in battle. So the enemy army, the only unit that can stop me is the spear chucker, because that might be able to hit ice mages. Otherwise, everything else weak against ice mages. We're going to have a wall of archers as well to fight the enemy's archers, which I think will win. Straight skirt, well, let's just do it. Let's not mess around. So yes, I actually did this in the last episode. In the first attempt at the last episode, as I mentioned in that episode, that last time was actually a remake because it corrupted or something, so I just did the episode again and decided not to do this battle. So I have already done it before, but on a different map. And it went exactly as I expected. And hopefully we're going to do this in the same way. So basically we're going to use those ice mages to just lay down fire on the enemy, and that's pretty much the end of the strategy. That's all you need to do. The rest of the army doesn't even matter what they do. We are attacking, so the enemy may choose to take this hill here, which would be absolutely fine. We are going to begin by taking this hill with the forest on it. So what I'll do is just put a line of archers across the hill. We've got some rubbishy spears who'll stand behind to fight if the enemy make it to melee, and of course the ice mages who will just pop there in the middle there. We're going to just basically want to make sure the ice mages don't lose any men, because I don't think there's going to be any way of retraining them or getting them back or anything. So bears at the edge, we're going to have gun cav there. Let's send the light cav with the gun cav, and we've got lancers as well. So we've got lancers that can go on the other side. Might be something for us to lance. The enemy are quite light, so a lancer charge would probably defeat their melee units. But we'll find out. So let's begin the battle and see where the enemy go. I was kind of expecting them to go up there, but they're moving forwards now, which is good for us. Our elf reinforcement friends are coming in next to us, which that's there. So that is good. Just know. What we might as well do is move forward slightly, because I mean the ice mages don't need to be so near the front. The archers can already fire. That's quite fun. Oh, they are moving back. Okay, so that's more like what I expected. Elves coming in there. Let's quickly check what they look like they're doing. When I did the battle for the first time, the elves did absolutely nothing. They just stood on the edge of the map after they came in, and they might be doing the same here. Anyway, so the ice mages, they got a couple of volleys off. Getting volleys off on moving units, of course, not going to do so much, but looks like they've got some hits there on some enemy archer units. Oh, shots still coming down. Looking painful for the enemy. So yeah, what we want is the enemy to stop. We want them to go on the hill and just stand there. That's exactly what we want them to do. And what I'll do is I'll be like, well, yeah, I'm going to attack up this hill and just stand on the edge of the hill and shoot them with ice. Basically, I want to wipe out their missile units, and then I'll move up the archers. And if the enemy still don't move, they'll be in trouble, but I think they will move. The AI is a little bit cleverer than in some of the other games, so they'll probably not allow me to do this. But we're going to try, basically, because even if we get a couple of volleys off, that's in our advantage. So I'm just going to shift slightly. Obviously giving up my hill here, but the enemy it'll take too long for the enemy to exploit this, so I can always go back on the hill if they do charge. As for the elves, I have the option to give them aggressive, defensive, or something. Nothing, I guess. I'm going to say take defensive stance. Now I'm going to we'll hope the enemy decide to form up next to me as a result of that. They are on defensive stance now, but they're just running forwards. I don't entirely know what that means. I mean, whether the elves survive or not isn't of importance to me. So if they are going to just charge up the hill and I can't stop them, then I probably won't attempt to save them. Suffice to say. Perfectly willing to let them do that. The enemy, though, showing some action. What are they? No, they're just moving around. They're just shuffling. So they have these archers and these netters at the front. Some archers moving forward there. That's interesting. And the netters, I think, are a lower range unit that sort of knocks everyone over on the units they hit. Archers are a standard archer unit. And I think they're coming forward because they've spotted the elves and they want to give them a couple of volleys. Don't know where the elves are going, but they're going to die. And I'm going to be generous and move forward slightly in this situation to... Oh, I didn't move my ice mages. That was very clever of me. They could probably be firing already. I assumed I'd already fired. Already moved them, sorry. So I'll move the archers up there. I think my archers probably outranged the enemies. Those Night Goblins, they had small bows, but who knows if that's how it works. We do have the gun cav, of course. That's another unit we don't want to lose men on, because we can retrain them, but only at the capital, and it's very expensive, so it's not worth doing. The elves throwing their lives away here. No idea what they're doing. Let's see if I swap to aggressive stance, whether they do anything more intelligent. Let's see, they've turned around. Oh god, they're going to walk back through the archer. Okay, maybe just keep doing what you were doing before. If you're walking over there, that's fine. Oh, they've set up some archers of their own, who have probably disappeared. But arrows raining down into the elven formation. They are going to be completely annihilated by this, I strongly suspect. I'm going to order my ice mages to run forwards to wherever they can to fire the enemy's archers. I'm going to be nice here. Might as well advance my own archers and mainline a bit as well. Depends where the ice mages end up, really. Knowing the range of units would be nice, but they decided not to put in an interface for that, so you have to kind of guess ranges, unfortunately. Your men know their own ranges, but they won't tell you, basically. Right, so the ice mages are now in range. They're going to fire up into this blob of archers in an attempt to save a few of the elves. That unit just took a casualty. Is it that enemy siege weapon? That one there, spear chucker. They are firing, which is incredibly dangerous because if they fire the ice mages, like one hit killing a man would be not what we want. What we need to do is get close enough to fire the ice mages at that thing, and we'll use our own archers to combat the enemy's archers. So ice mages, I mean, they've already probably done some significant damage to those archers just with the hits they've done so far. Yeah, they've pretty much killed one of the units, so what we'll do is order our men to fire archers. Well, you can fire archers if you like. Fire anything they can at the enemy. The spearmen will advance to prepare for a counterattack. The elves actually have a siege weapon of their own there. Not sure whether we're going to see that come into play. Elves are just going to sit there on the enemy's flank. Not a very defensive position, even though they claim to be in the defensive stance for the AI's behaviour. And clearly it's not. Okay, there we go. The ice mages are firing. Unfortunately, the ice mages, where they are, could be in range of the enemy's archers. The enemy's archers are having trouble, though, because we're just killing them with their own archers. Let's try and get a couple of volleys off. Whether the ice bolts will destroy the pieces, I don't know. Maybe they need to fire into the crew. It looks like they are firing into the crew. They probably aren't all in range, since we only dropped 2 there. The bolt throwers aren't firing at the ice mages, so that's good news. Oh, there you go. Took the crew off that piece. Oh, get some accidental hits on the squig hoppers. That's good. It's really inconvenient because it's an inefficient use of these things to fire at this open-spaced unit. And I suspect they're not going to rout anytime soon. And it looks like we're not... No, we're not actually damaging the artillery piece by doing this. I'm going to tell them to not fire at it. I'm going to tolerate the artillery's existence. Now, regular archers, what I want you to do is move forward because I don't want shots being fired at you to accidentally hit the ice mages. Looks like the elven archers are moving up as well. It's dying in the process. Shadow warriors, we're getting very close. Bit dodgy from the enemy. They've got their own bolt claw thrower, which is a long range thing, I'm assuming, but they're not using it very well. What I'm going to do is move up with all these units. Not that they really need to be around, but as well. Just like so. Right, so we'll just continue the ice mage bombardment. I mean, ammunition, we won't have enough to really demolish the enemy's army. We need good damage. So we killed a lot of the crew there on the spear chucker, but it's not enough because they have so many crew. You only need a couple to fire it. I'm going to tell the ice mages to fire into the middle of the enemy. My archers, really struggling to take out these enemy archers because they seem to have infinite morale. I think they might even not be firing at them. Let's just try and stop them from firing back at us. So that unit of Night Goblins on the end there, pretty wrecked. I might as well target netters. I don't know. I'm going to say we don't really need to target their melee because they're so bad, and now they're actually moving forwards. The enemy's archers have been really damaged there. I'll tell my archers to fire at the netters. And I think I'm going to advance as well and be in front of the archers with my spears if I can. So we're going to do this. Right there on the flank might be some opportunities for some gun cav action here. Also my regular cav might as well come around because we might get a chance to just take out the bolt claw thrower with them. General will move up to be beside the ice mages there who are still firing. Doing some pretty big damage there. We've killed 57% of the enemy's army. I suspect most of our losses, the 7% losses it says we've taken, are for the elves rather than us. So we are getting a lot of movement. As long as the enemy don't think to bother targeting my ice mages, we'll be fine. I'm going to focus my arrows onto their skirmishers there. Might as well just shoot their general, really. Because with all these units moving around, the ice mages won't really be hitting them. Spears moving up there. That unit is taking heavy casualties, apparently. Is that the netters? Are they netting them? Don't see much going on. It might be friendly fire, of course. Can hear some guns being fired. That's the Czechists. They're firing at that. Some spears. That's good. Good use of gun cav to take down a spear unit. They are skirmishing, and the bodyguard are going to go around like this to just micro the enemy. Melee into... Oh, infantry into melee, sorry. Happening there. The elves, spearmen in melee as well. My lancers going to go and take out their artillery. Ice mages firing at the enemy's general, not really doing anything there. As for the rest of my archers, why don't you fire at that squad? That'll be fun. This unit, not really needed, might as well flank the enemy. And a similar story here. There's Kreml Guard. Ah, that's a routing unit. Kreml Guards even go after these squig hoppers. So what have we got happening here? Gun cav are just having fun with those guys. Oh, almost being hit by a spear unit and by my own attack. So let's just get them out of the way. If are they going to do it? Very slow to react to that, and it's very dangerous. Anyway, we took out the enemy's siege weapon. We'll now rear attack those squigs, which are apparently a light cavalry unit, so I'm expecting that to be okay. That's the main fight. I mean, we're actually losing some good infantry there, which is a shame. We're going to bear attack. I really shouldn't have bothered deploying my Kreml Guard at all in this fight. Units just advancing up. I mean, I'm very surprised we're not seeing routes from the enemy. Look at this, shaken with 8 men left. Let's see what we can do, and Ice Mage is thankfully out of ammunition. I was about to tell them to stop bothering because they're just killing all my own men. Czechists, why don't you attack those routers? Do it in melee. Oh, just run forwards, really. See what you can do. And the entire enemy army is routing, I think, apart from that unit, that general, which has like 2 men in it. Hopefully they're totally surrounded by my cav. Is that my Czechists fighting in melee? Oh no, that's General's bodyguard fighting melee, that's fine. There we go, we killed the squig hopper, that was the enemy's general. And that's the end of the battle, I might as well just end it there. For a clear victory. So we lost 77 men. The elves lost 83 elves, which is of course a bigger loss to them, because their men are hard to get back. And the Night Goblins, yeah. Let's see how many of those were killed by the Ice Mages out of interest. Most. 1,000 exactly. We've got exactly 1,000 kills for 0 losses among the Ice Mages. Not bad. A lot of our casualties coming back from healing. Oh, there we go. Those 2 squads of spears taking actually moderate losses there. That must have been the enemy's netters as they charged down, netting them at close range. I assume it's possible to get that unit back. I haven't really seen it being able to be recruited anywhere, but I think those Kislev spears are probably a generic unit that we can just get back. So, what have we got here? A ransom for 2,000. We absolutely do not need that money. So you may as well execute the remaining Night Goblins. So that's all there is to it. So what I can do now is move Tsar Boris to link up with those guys, which doesn't really impact their movement too much, and then they'll move west, where they will eventually link up with this army as well. Now we've got +1 loyalty for Tsar Boris for no particular reason. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, winning both financially and productionally, with the Orcs actually winning overall, unfortunately. Yes. Interesting to know. Now we also know there's another Night Goblin army, I think, yeah, still there. I was going to say it was standing on the border somewhere, still just doing something. I'm going to pretend it's not going to invade me at this point. That's probably going to come back to haunt me, but we'll find out. So I think that'll be it then. It's going to see. Oh, I've got a old Mal Malkovich. I need to move somewhere. This diplomat, no use to me here really. What am I doing with him? There's not much you can do with diplomats. I guess I can move them into the Chaos lands, find out where Chaos stuff is, and talk to Chaos if I really wanted. Oh, here we go. Alex of Prague. He was clearly intended to do something. Supposed to be going home to Fort Atrosk, put lots of things. Might as well. Yes, there's no one in there. Oh yes, because I've actually started building something there, I'm not allowed to do that unless he can make it, which he can't. So there we go. We can't build that city watch. Worst rules ever. So I'll have to start building the city watch another time. Unless Caspar can make it. He actually can. Although that place, I must have started building something back when Tsar Boris was in it. I don't know if you're, like, does the general have to be there for the entire duration of the construction for it to count? Who knows? I'll just leave it all for now. Leave it as it is. That unit there probably doesn't need to be there. So what I'll do with this unit is send them to go and join the army. Oh, it does need to be there, sorry. We lower the tax rate though, and they're okay with that. So there we have it now. Mal Malkovich. Is he down? What even happened to him? There he is. Just kind of wandering around. We're just following roads just so we can know where settlements are. Here we go. Discovered some Stirland settlements that are allied to us. That's all good. So there's a Night Goblin capital. Capital of the Night Goblins. There it is. Cragmere. Full of those Night Goblins. Can I offer peace to the Night Goblins? No. You cannot even talk to them. Dwarves under pressure, as far as I can tell. I'm sure they started with a lot more territory than that. And I guess I don't really know what's going on the rest of the map. You know that Chaos controlled this territory, so they've... And Chaos started up there, so they've come down across the sea and taken stuff here. That's all we know, really. We need to trade map information with people. We need to trade map information with, like, all these random human settlements. In fact, there's something for the diplomat to do. You can go back next time and see if Stirland will tell us what they know. And we also want to try and find out what Ostland know. That's probably going to be easy to get them in. I can even recruit, for that purpose, a diplomat. No, I was going to say. I can't recruit a diplomat. Recruit a priest. Maybe I will recruit a priest, because I guess we might as well go and convert some people. Just for fun. Okay. I guess we'll leave it at that. Good turn. Defeated the Night Goblin invasion. There's probably going to be another one. Soon enough, but nah, we'll see what happens. And if there is no invasion, what I want to do is take Xala, because I think that is one of the regions I need in order to have my victory conditions. So might as well. The other one's this settlement here, a bit more awkward to take. Probably go and get it one day. One glorious day. It's a pretty safe position, flanked by dwarf and human territory. Empire territory, sorry, I forgot to say. Whatever. Let's hit end turn. So I'll pass this on to dwarves if the save isn't corrupt this time. And we'll see if dwarves can continue their struggle. Mr. Smart Donkey, he's playing as the dwarves, told me he's got a lot of issues with orcs and night goblins. And that he's losing his best characters as a result of that. So the dwarves might be on the way out. But Kislev will always stand strong, of course. There's no way they could defeat us. I mean, we've got one army. We'll be fine. I'll see you next time.